of her in the casket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she looked very well for that 111.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 111.
Yes, there's one who celebrated a couple of days ago, 109.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But 111?
Yeah. So died at 111. Might have been the oldest person to live in St. Lucia.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah.
Most likely. Remember Tio from Chazelle?
Our aunt?
I think she lived to be our grand aunt, right? I think either 104 or 106. I'm not sure which one, but it's one of them. Either 104 or 106. So I know my cousin's probably listening down in Chazelle there. So maybe you guys can let me know. But she lived. I remember when we saw her when we went down there. I think to a funeral, somebody's funeral, Tony. I think it was a funeral when we went down there, and she was on this bed. I remember the old style bed that they used to have. This looks like posts. These tall posts. And I said to her, "What do you eat?" And she told me she eats a lot of breadfruit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she told me that she actually has it for breakfast and all. So breadfruit and fish. And you remember, Tony, these folks like including Mama, they ate a lot of fish.
Yes.
So they didn't have those issues like dementia and what's the first cousin to dementia again? Alzheimer's. These people were alert.
Yes.
And they
almost up till the day they died of
that's
their
right.
death. Honestly, look at Mama that we're talking about there. Mama's memory was just amazing.
Sharp. She
incredible.
She tell us things that we had forgotten about.
That's right.
Incidents and that had happened, and I said, "What?" But for true, I just remember that as she mentioned it.
That's right.
She was sharp, man.
Yes. So Tio lived to be that old.
Either 104 or 106.
But
one of them.
She died before Mama, right?
Yes, she did.
Yeah. So Tio was, in fact, Tio was Madolly's.
That's correct.
Duval, good morning to you. I always, whenever we link up, we always talk about the family.
Somebody said to me that there was another lady, Saint from Daba, Saltibus. She lived to be 115 years old.
Wow.
And I know the person that said that to us has the facts.
Would know.
Yes, 115 years old.
Wow.
She's from Daba, Saltibus, Miss Saint or something like that. I'm not sure if it's Masint, but it's spelled S-A-I-N-T. But I'm sure most likely there was a Creole twist to that one. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe I'm waiting for the person they type in to say exactly how you pronounce the name. But it's S-A-I-N-T.
Okay.
So 115. Tony, when you think of the fact that so many people are dying so much younger than that, even less than 15 years.
Yeah.
Right? And in people, when you watch the obituaries and so on, yes, okay. Pronounce Saint.
I figured.
Yeah, Massin.
I kind of figured.
Thanks a lot, David. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Massin of Daba Saltibus, 115 years. Wow. That is that's just amazing. And you wonder what's the secret. What I've noticed, I noticed most of the folks who make it to that sort of age usually slim.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Because Andre, weight is a pain in the what.
Yes.
Having been overweight, a lot of people struggle with this. All the sicknesses that come with it. So that in itself. But yes, you're right. Even Tio that we talk about, our great grandmother Andre, which was Tio and their mother, Tio and Mama mother. You remember how slim she was?
Of course.
Malol.
Malol. That's right. Very slim.
You remember what we did know? We used to say Malol.
Yeah, that's right.
I think I learned from Duval that Malol. Because her husband was Monsieur Lol. And she's Malol.
Yeah.
Just like Maniko.
That's right.
Because the husband name is Nico.
Yeah. And you see how this has changed, Tony? I mean, women now want their own identity.
Yes.
Because in those days, the lady was identified by the husband's name.
Yeah.
So now women are keeping their Christian names and so on. Things have really changed, boy.
Yes.
Really changed.
Indeed.
So, and it's good. It's good. Almost like the man is the one in the spotlight back then, and the lady, somewhere at the back there, looking on.
Case in point, which you always mention it on previous talk programs, that the way we grew up knowing we come from school as kids, Mama there waiting for us with breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh yes,
you understand?
Oh yes.
So that has changed now completely. Yeah. So she was the stay-home wife. I remember looking at something, and I think was it you who showed it to me recently? What she did for living.
Who?
Mama.
When you said did for a living,
meaning you're the
you mean on a passport?
Yes,
I think it was housewife, right?
Yes,
yeah, that's
housewife,
right.
Yeah?
Yeah, boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Housewife.
Which lady today will have housewife as a title?
I tell you.
But you're right, Tony. You're right. It was just a pleasure, and we're talking about loitering, children loitering, not going home, and I believe there are probably very, very good reasons. I'm sure some of them obviously they're up to mischief, but I think there are quite a few of these children who don't want to go home.
One, don't want to go home, and two, maybe the parents are not there. The parents are at work, but the don't want to go home part is very real. It came to mind just earlier today, I think, when we touched on the kids and the teenage years, and they're very confused. Earlier today, here's what you said to me. You went to Mount Technical and you studied refrigeration and air conditioning. You were confused. You had no idea. Well, you knew what you wanted to do, but the question, why did you do that?
Because of my grandmother and Papa.
There you go.
They kept saying you need to have a trade.
There you go.
You need to have a trade.
Right.
Yeah. So that was in the back of my mind. I need to have a trade. Of course, until I pursued my dreams. Yes. So
which was radio.
Yes, more like to please them, sort of thing.
So it was more like that.
Yes.
And not that you were confused as the boy.
No.
I was. That's why I can speak of it. I was really confused. Andre, growing up, I was confused like hell. That's why I'm talking from experience.
Meaning not knowing where you're going, where you're heading in life.
That's right.
Yes, I think maybe that's probably the challenge for a lot of young people. I was fortunate, Tony, hold your thought. I was fortunate in that my godfather, I suspect maybe God probably planned it like that to help change my life. Maybe.
That's right.
I hooked up with my godfather, not my biological father, my godfather. And he just happened one day to be going to see a friend of his at radio. Well, I think it was Wibbs at that time.
Wibbs, that's right. Wibbs.
And then I went into this room and I saw for the first time, I saw somebody speaking into a microphone, and that just did it for me. So maybe God in his providence planned it like that. Maybe. But if maybe I hadn't taken that trip in there, my life would have probably been different, right? So that's why we need good role models. We need our biological parents around. We need our godfathers, godmothers, aunts, because you being around that kid can make or break them and help change their life and help steer their life in a positive way. Tony, look at the spin-off. Right, because of me, and I'm saying so because you've said it already.
Don't be boasting now.
You've said it already, and Hassani has said it already. If it wasn't for me, if I didn't take that route, maybe you would have been a different person today, and Hassani would be a different person today. So it's good to have good role models. Yeah,
that is very, very correct.
And good to dream.
That's right. Very correct. Listeners, viewers on Facebook, when Andre became a radio personality, it's only then I realized I probably want to do this too. I remember you with all that you're practicing, because you practice a whole lot before you got this job. You just practice and do recordings and everything. And I'm just watching this guy. I'm like, it's madman.
That's what you're thinking?
I'm thinking at the time, it's madman. And look at what happened. And then you got into it. And the same thing that happened with you, with your godfather taking you there, exactly the same thing happened with me. I'll never forget that morning. I said that you were probably afraid, but you said to me, no, you were cool. You said, why did you ask me to come with you at RCI? They gave you to work an early morning shift.
That's right.
And you took me with you. And as they said, just watching you work, I'm like, wow, that's how this is. And I wanted to do it too.
See? So those children we're talking about who are loitering and so on, sometimes they're issues in the home. But Tony, for us, and I really hope that there's still a lot of that today. For us, it was a pleasure. We went to the Leclerc school. The Vidbute was a Vidbute combined, so it was easy because we lived in the area, right? So we left the school at midday. Well, you leave home before you go to school. You have your breakfast. You have your breakfast, right? When you leave school at midday, you go home.
Lunch.
Right, you leave the school at lunchtime.
Right.
To go home to have your lunch.
Right.
And our grandmother would be home and preparing that lunch, and you're there, you're safe. Go back to school. When you get back home, she's right there. So even if Papa was out there somewhere, she was always in the house.
Waiting for us.
And this is something I think a lot of young people don't get today. I'm not blaming parents for that, because parents have a lot of responsibilities, especially you have the single moms, and this is
a lot of those.
This is another huge problem we have in our country, where ladies are bringing up children on their own. The fathers, for the most part, going about their business, and the lady's there to fend for herself, and she has to survive. She has to put food on the table. So she's not home, and here comes now what they call a latchkey generation.
Yes,
they have keys to the house,
right?
And this is where you have all sorts of possible problems of abuse and so on from friends and neighbors and even family sometimes.
That's right. Andre, I know we're running out of time, but I just want to touch this with you. You know, this one more. This is well, heck, let's make it about Andre.
It's my day.
The only thing I suppose you did and I did not do is play those drums, play with a band. And you did that because even growing up, maybe you could remember, what made you ask Mama to buy you a pair, not pair, but drum sets?
Well, I remember the True Tones were practicing at the Leclerc Club.
Right.
I saw the guy playing the drums, and the following morning, I had my rulers, 2 rulers. You remember the rulers we used to use in those days? I had 2 of them, and I started hitting the desk, and I realized I was making sense.
You was making sense.
Sorry, I was making sense because my schoolmates were dancing, to the beat and everything. And then now I asked her, I said, "Can you buy me a pair of drums?" But she didn't buy it, It was my godfather who bought it.
You see, I did not know that. I thought Mama bought you the drums.
No, it wasn't her. I don't think she could have afforded it, or maybe she thought it wasn't a good investment, maybe. Yeah.
And it turned out it was a heck of an investment because you became a drummer at a very early age.
You know we bought that drum set. You remember M&C had a toy store?
If I remember.
Upstairs, it's now Blue Coral. There was a toy store upstairs there where he had a funny mirror. When you go in there, you see yourself looking all fat and so on. So, sorry, let me take that back. I didn't mean to say fat. You just see yourself looking different. Yeah, you remember that?
Yes, very, very.
That's where we bought the Ouija board.
That too. All of that could probably come in another show.
That's right.
But okay, yes, Tony, you did the drums, like I said, you did the drums, and then you ended up playing up with a band really early in life. What, maybe 15, 16?
I was 15, yeah.
Yeah, Sunsetters.
Yeah, and Mama, she didn't believe me, It's when I brought the uniform to her, she said that's when she actually believed.
That you were playing with a band?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
yeah.
She thought you were being troublesome somewhere.
Oh, and I got the keys to the house.
You got the keys to the... Ooh!
I got the keys.
You'll be coming home later.
That's right. I feel like a little man. Yeah, man. Okay, Tony, so we got to wrap it up for Hard Drive.
Yes.
And as we get into I imagine everybody's favorite part, where they can win some bucks.
Oh, that's the favorite part, right? And I thought we were the favorite part.
No. M-O-N-E-Y. For the love of money.
All right. You spoke about it, and the folks are saying, if we can be $97.1 richer, well, good for us. All right, so the numbers, Andre has been giving them all morning long, but if you like, I'd still just run through the landline. 572, strange numbers as he was saying this morning, 572, right?
Yes.
9710. 572-9710, and of course, the WhatsApp platform. Would you like to run it, or you would like me to run it?
Sure, 287-0971.
That's
WhatsApp
right.
platform 287-0971. This is your opportunity to win some cash. Yes, Tony, we have a call already.
All right.
On the fixed line.
Hello, caller. Good morning.
Hello.
Arthur. Hey, he's ready to add. And Andre, that came to mind, that, hey, if you can't win the full 97 in one go,
yes.
You get it.
2 goes.
You get it.
You get 2 goes.
That's right. So Arthur, welcome.
I guess today he wants to win 40.
He want to win $40. All right, so that he make up the rest.
You're right.
All right. Okay, so let's get with it. Arthur, you're good, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
For the benefit of those listeners who don't know how this works, let me just tell them, all right? Take the opportunity to tell them right now. Listeners, the way it works is that we ask you to call us, like Arthur just did, and we ask you questions. The first question is worth $20. If you answer it correctly, you get $20. We ask if you want to keep it. You can say, yes, I'll keep my $20. In these hard times, man, $20 would work to do something, Then you keep your $20. That's yours. If you decide, I'll play on, we double it up. We add 20 to it, make it $40. Then we ask you that second question. If you keep your $40, if you answer the question correctly, of course, you win $40. You can keep the $40, or you can decide we add another 20, and then we add another 20, and then we give you $97.1 if you answer up to the last questions.
And Tony, just quickly, we actually had a sponsor a few days ago. I think we don't mention any names,
right?
But we actually got a sponsor, somebody who actually gave us made a contribution.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much for that. All right, we do appreciate it very, very much. All right. So, are you ready for your first question?
The Charles.
I'm very like Freddy.
Who is the current minister for agriculture?
Peter Prosper.
Peter Prosper.
Oh, Mr. Prosper. Yeah. Prosper.
All right. Thanks for trying, partner. Thanks for trying. Alrighty, so let's give another person an opportunity.
You figure?
Yes.
All right. One more person. All right.
Let's go on the WhatsApp platform.
Okay, WhatsApp platform. Hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you.
All right, beautiful. All right, Tony, next question.
Fine for answering my caller.
Okay, I'm hearing you a lot
welcome.
clearer now. All right?
Yep.
You ready for your first question? It's worth $20.
Yes, sir.
Who?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Who is the current CMO of St. Lucia?
M.
That's right, the Chief Medical Officer.
Oh, the Chief Medical Officer. This is Miss Belma George.
Would you accept that?
Of course.
Oh, you would?
You don't accept it?
Arthur gave the last name correct.
Oh, he did?
Yes. He just didn't get the first name.
No, Tony, we can't allow it. I mean, he has to give the entire name.
This one has to give the entire name.
Oh, you want to? Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Sharon Belma George.
Sharon Belma George is correct.
All right.
Okay. $20 is yours.
You want to stop here?
Yep. Let's go.
You want to continue? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Way back in the day, for $40, way back in the day, I want you to tell me who sang the song "Too Long to Come."
Too long to.
You want me to sing it for you?
Yeah.
You're taking too long to come.
we don't have all day.
We can say John T.
That is not
That's
right.
not correct. That's for sure.
But thanks so much for trying, man.
Okay.
And it would be, I guess, yes, bye-bye.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
sir. Keep trying.
Right. It would have been nice.
You won some money already, right?
Yes.
Oh, well, lovely. All right, my friend. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
So you want to give the answer for both, by the way, the complete answer?
Well, he said Sharon Belma George.
Right.
And the complete answer, of course, who sings the song "Taking Too Long to Come" as you sang it? Kakal.
Yes. And the other one, the agriculture minister.
Oh, Alfred.
Yes. What's his first name?
Alfred.
Alfred.
So Andrew would have gotten it wrong too. Alfred
Prosper. That's right.
Now,
Prosper.
as you say, the two of them.
But you know, Tony, just a quick point on Mr. Prosper. He keeps a low profile.
Andre.
So I think that's why people probably wouldn't remember him.
That is why I asked the question.
Yes, he keeps a very low profile.
Very, very low profile. Because before it hit me, I was like, who's the Minister of Agriculture? I'll tell you why I said that. Because, Father Ignatius Jean was a former Minister of Agriculture under the SLP administration. And I'm like, that's a question I could probably ask, And then I'm like, who is the current Agriculture Minister? That's where this question came up.
Yes, he keeps a very low profile. And if I were in his shoes, I would try to change that. I know some people are just naturally shy. But in this, the government, when you're in government, you have to be more visible. You understand? I think he speaks more at functions and so on, but to be out there, he's probably maybe that kind of person. Maybe that's just his personality.
Yeah, perhaps.
A little, keeping things to himself. But I think he should be a lot more visible.
But good for Arthur. Arthur actually said Prosper. So I'm like, okay, Arthur, Mr. Prosper, Mr. Prosper.
He's smart.
Can't remember the first name.
Yeah.
So when you said about Belma George, it's like, wait a second, no, I can't do that. Because if we give it to Arthur, great. But no, Sharon Belmont George. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Alrighty. So, Tony, thanks a lot, man. until tomorrow morning.
You betcha.
Same time, 10 o'clock until 11 for another Hard Drive.
That's right. And to the listeners of Facebook, there are two of them I know for sure love the Facebook vibe, which would be Kevin Clary. Kevin, good morning, bro. And also Martinique, my French connection, my Martinique connection. Janelle, hi. I think you're there too. What's up, Janelle and the Lewandi family? You know, she has a couple of sisters and her mom and everybody else. I know they love the Facebook vibe. Thank you guys very, very much.
So keep it locked because Tony's coming on next. He'll be here until 3 this afternoon. From 3 until 6 is going to be Zen.
The DJ.
DJ.
Like
Zen
the way,
the DJ.
I like the way you said that. 3 until 6. No, well, not 3 until 6, sorry. Now until 3. So I was like, whoa, oh yeah. That's a while.
Alrighty. So
Take care,
folks,
Andre.
from me until tomorrow morning, I'll be back here, God willing, at 5 o'clock. So take care of yourself. Bye-bye.